goodness, that's a big bass. I missed him. That was a big bass. There they still are. I still got them on my side. That was a big bass. I see another one back there. Bass way up there. I hope I'm getting this on video. Exciting. Go past them and stuff. Look at they're chasing. Here he comes, here he comes. Maybe. Well, thanks for stopping by the channel this morning. I don't know if I got all that on video, but I just missed a really big bass right up here in the shallow water. I just got out here, pulled up to this point, and I seen a little swirl up there, and then I seen there's three, it looked to be about 3 to 5 pound bass hanging around up there in the shallow. I threw up there with a worm. I thought I hooked him, and he got off. Threw back up there again, and to try to get the others, and to no avail. But it looks like they're biting this morning. So thanks for stopping by. Hey, if you like this channel, hit the old subscribe button down there. I'm out on Mooney Lake again. I started this morning on Chomsawapik Bay, which is out on Quantico on the Potomac, one of the bays, but it was just too thick to fish, so I decided to come up here to this lake. The overcast started, the clouds started coming in, so I decided to come over here and see if we could catch some fish, and just missed one. So let's see if we can catch one of those big bass. Hopefully we can get a nice one in today. And I started fishing with the Cinco just now, and I'm going to fish with a Texas rig culprit worm, which is what I've done good out here on the weeds before. So we're going to keep up with that and see if we can't put one in the boat. Pretty good one. All right, there we go. Nice little bass here. Come on, buddy. Let me help you out. We'll help each other out. There you go. 12, 14 inches. 14 inches exactly. Nice bass. Nice bass. Texas rig, down in the weeds. Looks about, he hit about 5 foot deep. So this, hopefully we're looking in the right spot. So first fish of the day. There you go. Was not expecting these overcast conditions today, which I think has helped me out on this really clear lake. The only challenge is I can't see the moss lines because of the reflection of the clouds. It's hard to see where the moss lines end. I'm just kind of guessing up there. Sometimes I'm guessing right, sometimes I'm guessing wrong, obviously. There's another one. Come on, guy. Good chunker. Another nice chunky bass. Another good bass. Man, these are fat bass in here. Another right at 13¼ inches. Man, I can't keep them in here. This is a good eating size. I don't eat a lot of them. I catch a few to eat, but perfect size for that. Just taking it easy on these moss beds. So you could probably fish any type of plastic you wanted up in here. I like to use the worm in the late summer, if you will, early fall, because the snakes are out, etc. Kind of something they see. And it's that culprit worm, got a lot of action to it. But you could fish a Cinco, you could fish whatever you wanted to fish in here right now. You're just targeting around these weed lines. You just want to make sure it's Texas rigged. You don't want to have an exposed hook in this moss. You'll be just cleaning your hook constantly. There's one. Little guy. You couldn't resist that worm. Just a little guy. A dink. So every once in a while you get a glimpse of something. I just was looking down in the water, probably 3-pounder, just floating around. I would guess the little guy got that worm before that 3-pounder got it. He just kind of all went down into the. He was up on the edge of the weed. So if we can catch him, he was right in here, and he just kind of went down into the weeds there. There might be one back here in this windy cove. Hit the spinnerbait. Sure enough, he did. Just a little 12-incher. Get another 1 or 2 out of this. A lot of times they'll stack back in these windy coves. The wind blowing back to the back of them. Catch several. And I've seen another one coming after it. I've seen another bass dart before. While this one was grabbing it, I see another bass dart towards it. Let's see if I can get him to bite. Way back there. Spinnerbait. So I'm fishing. It's a bluish, silverish skirt. I got a white grub trailer, and the blades are double willow leaf, and they got a little pattern on it, like a purple and silverish pattern, kind of a shad color. The chrome, it's got a chrome head on it. The reason I fish these small double willows in this water is because you can rip it, keep it up on top of the water, on top of this moss really easy, versus with the Colorado blades, it tends to pull the bait down a little bit. I can keep this right under the surface and burn it over the moss and target the pockets that the bass are, hanging in this moss beds. So they usually, what I'm doing is throwing in there. I see the dark spots in the moss, and I'm trying to bring my spinnerbait right over it, and that's usually when I'm getting the bite. There's one on this windy point. little 12 incher to end today. Well, this is going to be it for today's edition. Hey, thanks for tuning in and watching the show. Just a nice little 12-inch bass here. We'll let him go. Make sure he's 12. Almost 13. Good little fish. Thanks again for tuning in. It was a really tough day, actually. We only caught 7 or 8 bass. That might have made number 8. Supposed to be a really good day fishing, but it was really east wind started blowing pretty well, and it's, you know, I think high pressure set in or something, but the fish were biting early. You'll see if you watch the first part of the video, I missed a big bass hanging up on the surface. Bummer, you know, that's the way it is sometimes. But you know, caught a few fish, was out here, enjoyed the day. Caught everything either on a worm, Texas rig worm, or a spinnerbait. I think caught one on a Kitech. When the wind started blowing, I started catching a few on a spinnerbait. But it was a tough day, but hey, that's what you got to do to come out here and fish. Mooney Lake is a great lake. I think that, like I said before, it has the potential to be a big bass lake in years to come. So hey, if you really enjoyed this channel, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you watching, and until next time, tight lines and good luck fishing.